Hi guys, it's Trish back with another video. Today we're going to make some fun barrettes and hair clips. What you're going to need first and foremost is I'm using the individual Alice in Wonderland button mix by Dress It Up Buttons. I'm going to use this mini mix from Jesse James Beads in Lemon Yellow Sun. This is a beautiful little in bloom mix that Dress It Up has, and then I have some tiny flowers here I may use as well. I do also have some head pins and some jump rings, some snippers, and a glue gun. Let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I want to do, I'm going to take one of my barrette blanks. These are just the snap barrettes. I'm going to use the Cheshire Cat on it. I'm going to take my jump ring, and I'm going to open that up. And we're just going to grab that and do front to back, as we always do, because I want to be able to put on a few little dangles on our barrette. And you see this hole right here, we're just going to hook that in through that end hole on that barrette. Okay, just like so. So now that we have that on there, we have something to attach our little dangle onto, so we can go ahead and audition our Cheshire Cat and see where we want to put him. I'm actually going to snip off this back eye on this button, and I'm just going to take a heavy duty pair of cutters, or if you have a heavy duty pair of scissors, and just snip that. Try to get it as flat as you can. And usually on these multi-layer buttons, I like to just squeeze a little bit of hot glue just into the cavity there. And then we're going to go ahead and put some glue on our barrette. And just simply glue the button onto the barrette. Just like so. Okay. Get it positioned where you want it. Okay. And I don't want it to get in a position over my jump ring where I'm not able to use the functionality of my jump ring. So there we go. Cheshire is on there. You can go back and get those little pieces of glue and stuff afterward. And it's just as simple as that. He's on there, so now we can just make a little bead dangle. And I'm just going to grab these beautiful beads in Lemon Yellow Sun. And I'm going to decide, what do I want to dangle off of my little head pin? I just have some head pins here that have little flowers on the bottom of them. So I'm just going to pick out a few little beads. Let's dump these so we can see what we got. Oh my gosh, guys, look how pretty that is. Okay, so let's do something bright. I'm thinking maybe I want to hang, actually, one of those buttons at the bottom. I don't know. Let's try it, because it has that cute little yellow in it. And then we will put some little beads in behind it just to kind of balance it out. Okay. I'm just going to push those down behind just to kind of steady it and get it in the position that we want it. These are just some tiny little beads that come in the mix, just like that. And then we'll put a few little yellow beads above it. It depends on the size of the child that you're going to be making these for, or if it's for you, how many beads you want to use. If it's just a little one, you probably just want to stop at just a flower and a bead. If it's an older child, then probably you could go with a few more beads. No, I don't like that one on there. Let's put this lemon yellow crystal on there. Okay, just as simple as that. And then we're just going to go ahead and make a loop. Just by bending the wire to the side, snipping it. And then we're just going to roll that back with our round nose pliers just to make a little loop that we can use to open and close and to attach to our jump ring. Okay, bring that around to the front, and then I'm just going to cock that back just a little bit so I can get it to be centered. All right, and then we are going to go ahead and attach that to our barrette, to our little jump ring. There we go. And then we'll just close that up. Okay. And it's just as simple as that. Isn't that just the cutest little barrette? I love it. So we're going to do, the next thing we're going to do is one of these larger clips. And they are adorable as well. You can use a little bit larger pieces on these. I think what I'm going to do here is use Alice on this one. Maybe with the teapot. Kind of center them. For that back of that, I'm just going to take some felt. And I'm going to trim a little piece that'll fit over the back of that. Just to kind of give us a little pop of color on the back of the barrette. And it's just going to be a little strip, just like so. Doesn't have to be exact. The buttons will be over it, but I just like to do this. Looks good. Looks better than just being silver on the back. All right. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to glue this on. And I'm going to leave these holes on the end slightly so we can open, so we can access it. Because in case we want to put some jump rings and some beads and flowers on this to give it a little bit of a zhuzh. And then I'm just going to glue this, put some hot glue down the length of the barrette and glue my felt across. And then we're just going to trim the end of it here. And that way then we can use either hole now on either end without having it, without any problem getting to it. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these shanks off on these buttons because again, I want this to lay flat on my barrette. Just like so. And I think, like I said, we're going to kind of center them and lean Alice over to the one side a little bit. So let's put some hot glue there and just kind of angle her a little bit and hold her there for just a second. All right. And then I did cut the shank off of the teapot and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to put it right in this area. Right with Alice. Okay. And then I think what I'm going to do is grab some of these cute flowers or birds or butterflies back here. These are just, this is an adorable little mix. If you have a chance, get a hold of it. I'm just going to pick a few of these flowers out. Maybe one of these butterflies. That's awful cute. Let's put that one on this side. The sky's the limit, guys. Just decorate to your heart's desire, basically. All right, so that looks nice with the yellow in her hair. So maybe we'll try to get a little bit of a purple on this side to kind of go with the purple in the teapot. So we'll take this cute little flower that has yellow center with the crystal, and we're going to pop that off. And again, we're just going to glue right there. Okay, and it's just as simple as that. Again, if we wanted to put little dangles on the end, we certainly could. We can do the same thing, just take a head pin, and I think what we'll do is do a blue flower on the bottom of this one. Okay, and again, I'm going to get in there and look for those smaller beads. Got a little bit of a mess here. I really get into it when I create, guys, you know that. So we're just going to take the littler beads and pop them in behind to kind of hold it in place for us. And then I think I'm going to do this crystal looking one because it looks so pretty with the crystal and the flower. And we'll do one more, maybe a rondelle, and maybe this crystal. That's significant, so that is definitely, but I'm always go big or go home, we know this, but it is a nice sized angle. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to bend that over. We're going to snip. Whoops. We're going to snip. And we're going to roll that back. Okay. Oops. And just roll it back just to make it into a loop like we did earlier. Just like so. Again, I just want to kind of center that. All right, and then we're going to take one of our jump rings right here, and just use whatever jump ring you have on a hand there. Any size will work as long as it's not too teeny tiny. Oops. So you're going to have that split up and go front to back when you open, and we're going to hook in here underneath and through this loop. This little hole there in the back, just like we did on the other one. And close that down. And then we will hook in our little dangle that we made. So we'll open that up, hook it through the jump ring. And close it. And there you go, guys. Isn't that the cutest? Just as quick as that, just to make something up. These would make adorable little birthday presents for little girls. You can make them a set, take them to the birthday party and give them to them. They'd just be tickled. Use their favorite characters. Dress It Up has a lot of different Disney characters, so if Alice isn't your thing, I'm sure they will have something that you'll love. So that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed making these fun breaths with me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.